This video we're going to look at how to create the self-portrait with sunglasses exercise, and on the screen now you can see two versions of it. Now the first version on my left is the one that I'm going to be working through with you, just showing you how I created it and helping you through it. The right hand version is one by one of the students, an example, and you'll notice one of the big differences there is that they've elected to have their sunglass frames in a colour. Whereas on mine, I've actually just left my sunglasses frames as is, as I was wearing them. So the choice on that is up to you. But I do think it looks quite good on having the coloured frames as well. So just get out of that and click on here. So there's my image. That's what I ended up with. Now I'm going to turn off all the layers so you can see how I built it. Rather than actually building it through with you in this tutorial, I'm just going to talk you through from this image. So the first thing I did was I would have right-clicked on the background and I would have duplicated the layer, which gives me my background copy 2. Now on the background copy 2, would have originally been color. I'd have just gone to image, adjustments, and desaturate, and that would have brought it into black and white for me. So there's my black and white image. Now, I've then made another copy of the background, and I'm actually going to move it down to there for this sample. And what I've done is, using my eraser tool, I've just painted out the center of the sunglasses. And in this sample, you can see it's a bit rough. You could be a bit neater with that, or you could use the so you've got the latest version, the object selection tool, quick selection tool, or so on. But for this example, I just use the eraser. So I've ended up with the image that I need. My background here, and I've still got my original background. Now I keep them there because if I make a mistake, I can just go back and recopy. I don't have to start again. I've got everything I need to rebuild if I get caught. So then I decided, well, what do I want in my sunglasses? I'll just turn these ones off. So I found some images that I might have used. Now in the sample that you saw, there's a racing car. Now, if I click on this image, you'll see the opacity. It was 42, so I'll bring it up to full image, full opacity. So that's the image that I've got there. Now, obviously, I want that to be behind my glasses. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my layer and put it up the top. So there we go. That's the really basic level of this task. All I've had to do is to copy my background layer, convert it to monochrome, as I said, make another copy of it, get rid of the sunglass tools, and then add an image behind it. But, you know, I like to be a little bit flashier than that. So I wanted to make it look more like sunglasses. So if you look here on this layer, you can see that I've got a layer of color. So I've added that over the top to give the look of sunglasses. And if you look at that, if I click on that layer, you can see that the opacity is 40%. So obviously I need to be able to see through it. If I bring it up like that, I can't. So take it down to 40%. And if you remember, my layer with my Mustang in it was 42% on my final version. So I just brought it back there. So it was a little clearer, so I could see through it. Now, if you look right now, you've got the checkerboard pattern there. I don't want that there. I've actually then just clicked my other background copy, my black and white version with the actual full sunglasses in, and put that in the background. So that creates that nice reflection and see-through effect. Now, maybe I want to do something which reflects somewhere that I'd like to be rather than just an object. So here we go. I'm going to click on this one here. Now that's an image of Malahide in Ireland. And now I click here on another one of the Burren. And you can see I've got two different places in each lens. Now that may or may not work for you. It does. It's an option. What I think I would prefer to do is go to, say, the Malahide item, and I'm going to go Edit, Transform, Scale for that layer. Just waiting for the spinning wheel of doom. Now I can move it over like that. I can make it bigger or smaller, whatever I want to do to fit it in there. And accept the transformation. So there we go. There's a version with that in it. Or I could try this other one, which you can see is Mark the Burren. It's another place in Ireland. Again, if I just go Edit and Transform, turn the image on, of course. Click on the correct line. Don't forget that. You need to be clicked on the correct layer to do your work. It happens to everyone. It just sort of happened to me. So transform, I'm going to scale. Now, I don't actually have to move it or scale it, but it just shows me where the image actually is. So I can move it along there, and I might have to make it a little bit bigger so it covers more, and I can move it around to suit what I want. And so there's another option. So the choice is yours, really. You see, turn the color layer off, and you get the really bright image. If you want that effect, that's fine. I do like having the tinted sunglass effect on it, but because it reflects what might be in sunglasses. But choice is yours. Have a play around on it. As I said, it's a really simple task that you can experiment with. So just reviewing again, at the basic level, that's all we actually need is the image behind the glasses. All the other little bits that I've done are just there to extend and improve the look of what we've got. So, and there's the example that I had originally. Okay, have a go at that and see what results you come up with.